So I was looking through the news earlier today, trying to find stories to cover for you all, and I came across this ebony alert for a missing little girl in California. Now, when I saw this ebony alert, my mind didn't automatically assume that this was a missing girl. My mind immediately asked the question, what in the hell is an ebony alert? Now I know that if you're here, we all know what an amber alert is, right? Sometimes you're chilling in the middle of the night, your phone starts vibrating, making this weird noise because apparently some kid got kidnapped or some kid's missing, something along those lines. We all know what a amber alert is. But a lot of people have no idea what an ebony alert is, including myself until not that long ago. Apparently, the racists that run California decided that it was a good idea to create an ebony alert for when black people go missing. The amber alert wasn't good enough. No, they need a special ebony alert. You need to know the race of the person that's missing. When you see the alert, you need to immediately know this is involving a black person. So you take it more seriously than an amber alert or something. I don't know what their motive is. I don't know what they're really getting at here. But when I saw this, I kind of laughed like, okay, so are you going to do yellow alerts for Asian people? Are there going to be red alerts for Native Americans? And boy, oh boy, upon more research, it turns out there is a special alert for when a Native American goes missing. It's called a feather alert. You know, because sometimes they put the feathers in their headdresses. Now, if you ask me, all of this sounds really racist. It really seems like they're trying to divide people. It seems like they're bringing segregation back. And this is why I don't fool up with any of that ultra progressive stuff that's going on in today's society. These people preach from their high horses and pretend to be good people, when in reality, they're really bad people. Anyone who came up with this idea is a bad racist person, if you ask me. The Amber Alert was good enough. Now we have to have a separate alert for every race of people. Next thing you know, there's going to be a special non-binary alert when people who are confused about their gender get kidnapped. Will there be a special fat person alert? You know, what if I get kidnapped? I need a special alert. Call it the obese alert. Everyone, be on the lookout. Another obese person has been kidnapped. Like, really think about it. Why is this being implemented? It's not here to help anyone. It's here to be divisive. It's here to divide us even further than what we already are. Our society was going along pretty smoothly. In fact, it was going along so smoothly that the powers that be felt the need to shake us all up like a snow globe or something, so all hell breaks loose. You know, when a child goes missing, that is something that has always brought everyone together. When a child goes missing, usually people from all walks of life, all colors, come together and can agree that it is a tragic situation. You know, when a kid goes missing, it's something that parents and mothers can sympathize with from all different races and religions. But here in America and in the West overall, it's clear that the powers that be, they don't want us to agree on anything. They don't want us to be on the same page about anything. They don't want us ever coming together, no matter what the circumstances are, even if it's something like a missing child. You know, when a child goes missing, it's like a lot of other things, a lot of other problems go out of the window. And people come together with the common goal of finding that child. But the powers that be, they hate it. They absolutely hate it. They want us divided in any single way humanly possible. Which is why you see things like the Ebony Alert. It's to divide us. It's 100% there to divide us, to make us feel differently from each other, to make us view each other differently. Now, a lot of people are upset about this because they say, oh, well, now racists will see the Ebony Alert and they'll know not to care about this case because they don't like black people. They don't care when black kids go missing, so people are going to see this and they're automatically going to write these cases off. Yeah, that's probably true. There are some racists out there that will think that way, but has anyone thought about it like this? Because what this is really being used for, it's being used to make minorities almost like more tribal. They don't want other people interacting with other people here. So it's basically sending out a message to the black community. Hey, when there's an Ebony Alert, it means that a black child or a black person is missing. So therefore you need to care. But when it's an Amber Alert, it's probably a white person. Don't worry about that. Right? Everyone's caught up on thinking, oh, this Ebony Alert, it's going to cause racists to not care about these missing people. That's not what this is here for. It's here to tell other minority groups or other groups of people, hey, don't care about those kids on the Amber Alerts. If it's an Ebony Alert, then you care. Because if it's an Ebony Alert, it's one of your own. When it's an Amber Alert, it's one of them. It's a white kid. Don't worry about those kids. Oh, you're an indigenous Native American? Oh, don't worry about the Ebony Alert. Those are just black kids missing. Don't worry about the Amber Alert. Those are just white kids missing. You got to look out for the Feather Alert so you know when it's one of your own. That's what's happening here. They're basically trying to make it to where, oh, every little group of people, they're going to have their own alerts. So these are the alerts you need to worry about. We don't all need to come together and congregate and form common bonds over common goals and common causes to find missing kids. No, it all needs to be divided. It needs to be tribal in nature. So if there's an Amber Alert, we need the white people looking for those white kids. If it's the Ebony Alert, we need black people looking for those kids. If it's a Feather Alert or this alert or that alert, who knows how many freaking alerts these weird woke assholes will create by the time this video comes out. And it makes me sick to my stomach because these people have infiltrated everything. And when I say these people, I don't know what you want to call them. I call them woke idiots. A lot of people don't like the word woke. You can call them ultra, uber, goober progressives, super far leftist. You can call them whatever you want to call them. These weird creepo idiots have infiltrated everything in America. Our movies, our TV shows, our books, all forms of entertainment have been hijacked by these creepy freaking weirdos who push this nonsense. And now it's gotten so bad that they're creeping into stuff like Amber Alerts when kids go missing. They want to make sure that you have nowhere to turn, nowhere to look without their divisive politics playing a role. And like I said, they come in this guise. Like a wolf in sheep's clothing. They claim to be the anti-racist. They claim to be the people who are standing up against bigotry. They claim all of this stuff, and then they implement things like this. They implement things like special spaces for certain people. They're basically trying to bring back segregation. This is not really, we can say that these are progressives who are pushing this stuff, but this is not progress. The people who claim to be about progress, they're not about progress at all. They're really about bringing us back to the Stone Age. This doesn't help black people. This doesn't help white people. This doesn't help Native Americans. This helps no one, absolutely at all. It just creates more division, more divisiveness. It makes us have to sit down and have these difficult conversations, which is what they want. Because they know that we live in a day and age where a lot of people aren't willing to hear anything out at all. Some people will be watching this video like I'm a bad person for calling this out, and that's what they want. They want us to be scared to have these conversations. They want us to be forced in a place where we have to call stuff out like this, because then they'll point at us and see, look, he's a bad guy, he's a bigot, he's a racist. When in reality, we're just on the side of common sense. And common sense tells you that when a missing child alert goes out, you don't need to form different categories according to what race that child is. If we're all about living in a world where people are equal and everyone is viewed as equals, how does this help? How does this help? The Amber Alert has been around for years. 9 times out of 10, when I see an Amber Alert around where I live, it's not even a white kid involved. And no one has a problem with that. Everyone treats Amber Alerts the same. But now this is just the latest thing. The latest crock of complete nonsense that these crackpots have freaking created to figure out a way to cause divisiveness, to figure out a way to cause confusion, all while they're pretending to help, all while they're pretending to be some type of saviors that are here to save certain groups of people. It's just all ridiculous, and it makes me sick. And I hope that other people are starting to wake up to this nonsense, and I know they are, because I see it all the time. And you know, speaking of these woke idiots, they like to use the term racist dog whistle, right? They like to say that a lot. But what do you think this is? That's exactly what this is. It's a dog whistle. It's a racist dog whistle. Basically encouraging certain groups of people to not care when other groups of people go missing, but to only care when your group goes missing. That's what this is. Oh, we need you to prioritize these type of people who go missing because maybe you all share the same skin color. We need you all to prioritize that. Don't worry about everything else. If you're white or if you're Asian and you see a feather alert, don't worry about it. It's just a Native American. If you're Native American and you see an Amber Alert, don't worry about it. It's not a Native American. It doesn't concern you. That's basically what's happening here. And unfortunately, a lot of people are so dense that they won't even view it from that angle. Everyone's stuck on the angle of, well, racist white people aren't going to care about ebony alerts. Racist white people didn't create. Well, let me take that back. The racist white people that y'all have in mind, they didn't create the ebony alert. The real actual racist white people who a lot of people think are great people, those are the ones who created that. Oftentimes, people have this image in their mind of like a hillbilly out in the country, and he's a racist with his rebel flag. Those really aren't the people you have to worry about. What you have to worry about is the rich, racist white people who go out of their way to make themselves look like they're not racist. You really have to worry about the ones out in Cali and stuff. Don't worry about the hillbillies down south. They're not your problem. They're not affecting your life in any way. Those people like Gavin Newsom out in Cali, those are the ones you got to worry about. Those are the ones who are bringing in certain things into your communities that have totally destroyed your cities, your states, you name it. But it is what it is. As you know, the world keeps turning. These weirdos are going to figure out more spaces to infiltrate. They're going to figure out whatever way they can to divide us. It's very unfortunate that we've seen it affect everything from sports, entertainment, you name it. And now they've literally gotten to the point where now it's time to infiltrate the missing children community. Let's make sure that we go ahead and cause some ruckus in there. It's really sad to see. But this isn't going anywhere until people start speaking out. You need to point this stuff out for how ridiculous it is. You shouldn't worry if a few people online have an opinion about you. Who cares? Everyone has an opinion. People are going to think negative things about you sometimes. That doesn't mean that you should keep your mouth shut, because that's what they're counting on. So if you want all of this weird nonsense to go away, people have to start speaking up, okay? And what they've done is they're trying to use all of this racial division and all of this nonsense as a shield, to shield them from criticism. Don't allow them to do that. Say what you want to say. And I'm going to say what I want to say. And as long as we start speaking up and voicing our opinions, we're going to have pushback on all of this weird stuff that they're trying to push on us. And they're not expecting the pushback, because they think they can come roll over all of us, because they think that they're guarded. They're guarded by, this shield. They're shielding themselves from criticism. Because if you criticize this or you criticize that, you're a bigot. You hate this, you hate that. Nah, don't worry about that. Say what you want to say. Say what you want to say. Because at this rate, if these people get what they wanted, it looks like we're going to be going through segregation again. We're going to have freaking white only and colored only freaking, what are they called? Water fountains soon. At this rate. Oh, you got an ebony alert, and you got an ivory alert, and you got the red alert, the feather alert. Before you know it, we're going to be using different bathrooms. I'm sure the men will still be able to use the little girl's bathroom, but we're going to be divided up. I'm sure you get where I'm going at with this. But for now, let me know your thoughts about all of this down in the comments below. While you're down there, if you're feeling generous, you can donate to the channel via CashApp. I'll have my CashApp in the pinned comment. You can also help this channel by liking, subscribing, ringing that notification bell, and all of that good stuff. But with that being said, I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.